And root those ischial spines down into the earth. Find a steady spot that feels still and firm and strong. Whether you are helping form unions or moving your whole life, or perhaps your children are having a moment, or your mother is having a moment, or your workplace is having a moment. Allow yourself to come into this moment, back into your breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Close eyes if that feels good, or a soft light gaze, and flip your palms open on your thighs. Open to possibility, openness, flexibility, maybe curiosity. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice how the breath feels. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And let yourself feel good. And take a moment here, hands wide open, to appreciate your journey thus far. Appreciate your journey as a physician or someone in healthcare, your journey as perhaps a mom, perhaps a wife, perhaps a sister, perhaps a daughter. Appreciating your role in that journey. None of that just happened. You made it happen. And of course, it was always luck. So it's not all your fault or all your responsibility. But much of it would not have happened without your effort, energy, and intention. Letting yourself receive this achievement, accomplishment, appreciation, feeling good about yourself in through those open hands. Letting it come up through your arms and right into your heart space. Breathing in all the beauty of what has happened. And breathing out any judgment or frustration of how maybe it should have gone differently or what you haven't done yet. Letting yourself sit and enjoy what you have done, what has happened. And the big and the little things. This yoga here started on Saturday morning a little more than 4 years ago because we were in a pandemic and it seemed like a good idea. It was a little thing that then became a big thing. Very often our small intentions evolve into these amazing things. Appreciating yourself for this and noticing these things. We always wait for someone else to appreciate us. But what if we began to appreciate ourselves? We know best how much effort and energy and emotion went into all of the things. We have these expectations that others will notice. But what if we simply started by noticing? And what if we shared our noticing, helped others to know what we appreciated about ourselves? I hear so many people, myself included, we want others to appreciate us. Feels good, but we can also appreciate ourselves. And when we stand tall and appreciate ourselves, there's just much more appreciation all around. The energy we bring is different. We're more settled, grounded, stress is less, cortisol is less. Appreciate the breath, appreciate your body for breathing. And bring the hand to heart and another hand to top. Appreciate your heart for beating, for carrying through all of these years, all of these events, perhaps children being born, schools being graduated from, emails being written, standing up tall with your voice. It may feel uncomfortable, and let yourself see it and feel it. And also appreciating the tenderness of the human heart. That nothing is either all good or all bad or all appreciation worthy. But we can appreciate in the midst of not being perfect and things not being perfect. Coming back to the role of intention, thinking generously about our intentions. I know no women who move through purposefully trying to do anything wrong. We, for the most part, always put our best foot forward, make loving decisions on our behalf and on the behalf of our children and families. Can we appreciate our intentions, our efforts, that we do our best given the resources that we have? Meaning skills, experience, wisdom, human heart, human body that we have. And when we look at motherhood and or daughterhood in this way, can we appreciate our role in that? Not what we haven't done or could have done better, but what we have done. Appreciating our own mothers, whether here with us or not, for all that they did and tried to do to the best of their ability, given the resources and humanness that they had. And appreciating ourselves for all of those same things. Taking a moment to appreciate our children, if you have them, for what they bring to it. Usually the best they've got as well. Because we all have high expectations, they may or may not fulfill our expectations, but they try. Sending this loving blanket over all of these mother-like relationships, whatever they look like in your life. Appreciating the opportunities, the journey, the highlights, the lowlights, and appreciating your role in it. And perhaps an invitation to set an intention to do something to appreciate yourself tomorrow. So that no matter what anyone else does to acknowledge or appreciate you, you have appreciated you. Let that appreciation seep in. Give it some time and some space and some acknowledgement. Whether it's a hike, a walk, a coffee, a yoga class, could be anything, big or small, but let it be a moment to appreciate you. To notice what you're good at, how hard you try. And notice how all this feels. Lots of serotonin, oxytocin floating around, hand to heart helps. And the thinking, shifting your thinking, changes those neurochemicals and feels good. Take in another big inhale and a huge exhale. We'll lower hands and open eyes, come back together. Readjust, get comfortable if you're not. And we will bring our hands to our sides. Right palm, fingers spread wide. Plant your palm on the floor. Root your right hip downward. Reach your left arm over the left ear. Bend left elbow, stretch left side body. Breathe in and out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, gaze over the left shoulder. If your neck agrees, it's okay. And enjoy the expansiveness of the left rib cage. Showing up more open physically and in your mind. One more breath here. Bend right elbow a wee bit more, lengthen the stretch. Send the breath into every nook and cranny of the left rib cage. And blow out every nook and cranny of stuckness and old stale stuff, thoughts you don't need anymore. That frustration of not feeling appreciated. Press into the right hand, switch sides. Left palm lands on the earth, bend left elbow, reach right arm over. Enjoy your entire left side body, every nook and cranny. Huge breath into every alveoli in the farthest nether regions of the lungs. Exhale, if your neck is okay, gaze over the right shoulder. And a reminder to opt out of anything that doesn't feel good. One more big breath. Breathing in that appreciation, even for the alveoli, for transferring the oxygen and carbon dioxide all these years, keeping you alive. And exhale any old stuff you'd like to nudge loose. Open arms back to center. Raise your arms to the sides in a T, palms face front. Find your belly. Inhale, round it to a huge beach ball in front. Gather it in and connect with the abundance. Appreciate all of the things in your life that you enjoy, that you're good at, that you have created, including perhaps children. Exhale, open arms, heart shines forward. Pinching scapula, hands will reach back, not too far as we begin. Round forward, huge beach ball. Drop head and neck, reach crown of your head towards the front. Enjoy every little pocket in the back, opening up. Send the breath. Exhale, open your arms, stretch wide. Bring your arms back to neutral. Raise them overhead, interlace your fingers, index fingers as a steeple, shimmy your side body, find every nook and cranny, and use it to strengthen and stabilize your back. Root from the sit bones through the index fingers as tall as you can. Exhale, tilt left. Enjoy right side body here. Different pockets will open up. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, release, stretch, enjoy. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tip to the other side with intention. Bathe every nook and cranny of the left side. Letting yourself enjoy it. Back to center. Open arms out to the sides. Wrap your arms in front, left elbow under right today, opposite of what I usually do. Palms face the back wall and hands come together into eagle arms. Elbows to shoulder height and pause. Enjoy the interscapular space. 3 big breaths. If you wish, press elbows against each other. Enjoy creating some space in the back. Inhale, lift elbows up a smidge. Subtle, significant. Exhale, round forward into your belly, drop your head and neck. Let it feel good. Inhale, lift up. Untangle, press your hands into the side walls. Wrists are flexed, pinch your scapula together. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Exhale, release. Wrap arms in opposite direction. Twist yourself up like a pretzel, elbow on top of elbow, palms face the back, hands together. Notice that even being in a pretzel can feel amazing. Elbows to shoulder height to start and pause, taking time to enjoy. Elbows can press against each other in this eagle if that works for you. Remember to breathe. taking care of yourself along the way, even when you're wrapped up like a pretzel. Feels very apropos for this role of mothering. We're often wrapped up as a pretzel, and breathing feels good. One more big breath, lift elbows up a smidge. Exhale, round forward, fold forward, release head and neck, enjoy your back. Rise upright to neutral, untangle your arms, press them into the side wall once again. Wrist flex, pinch your scapula tight, release the scapula. Spread fingers wide, 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 equal pie shapes. Notice the energy shifts. Gaze to the left hand slowly, be kind to your neck. If your neck is cranky, move ever so slowly or not at all. Come back to center. Gaze towards the 5 fingers on the right hand, spread wide. Come back to center, lower your arms, pinch shoulders up to your ears, drop occiput into the shoulders, massage your occiput, hear yourself. All these amazing things we can do for ourselves that feel good. And release and enjoy the tingles. Gifting yourself time and space to relax and enjoy. And noting that while we do this, the world does not collapse. Extend your legs long in front of you. Move the flesh of your seat out of the way. Knees will be slightly bent. Toes flexed towards the sky. Spread your toes wide. All 5 toes spread like the fingers. Notice the energy shifts. Tiny movements, yet big shifts. Flex toes in front. Big toe towards you. All the other toes in front. And switch. Relax your toes. Engage your belly, reach arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, round back, come into a forward fold, release. Enjoy the energy shifts in the backs of the legs. When we feel stuck, shifting energy can just begin to let things change. Yoga is like the being stuck in the mud, and you rock back and forth, loosening things, and then you get out. You're creating the momentum, creating the movement and the shifts. Use the breath here, big breath in. Exhale, fold forward a wee bit more, round your back, hands come to the shins, flex ankles. Knees can be straight or bent, big breath in, remembering your breath is always available. Exhale, release. Send a breath of appreciation here to the backs of the legs, to the back of the ribs, to every nook and cranny of your lungs. Exhale, let it out. Slide up, knees, towards your thighs. Bring your hands behind you, tense them like they're cupcakes underneath. Tilt pelvic ball forward, heart shines forward, come into Dandasana or staff pose. Knees will straight, heels will lift up off the ground, ankles flex, toes engaged, everything engaged, Dandasana or staff pose. Heart shines forward, shoulders down and back. Huge breath in. Exhale, let out. Release everything, point toes hard as you can. Flex ankles. Bring your hands to the inside of your thighs, spread your legs wide into a wide angle pose. Some of you might wish to be on a blanket if you have one here, lifting your hips up, but also not necessary. Walk hands in front a wee bit. Knees and legs are engaged, ankles flexed, your knees may be bent or straight. Hinge at the waist, back is flat. Send the breath into the backs of the legs. Heart shines forward. Huge breath in, pour the breath all the way down into the pelvic region, out into your legs. Enjoy. 2 more handprints forward if you have room. Slide up to your groin. Bring your hands behind you. Place fists on the floor. Pick up hips and slide your hips forward a little bit. Notice how it feels. Hands will be behind you like they were in Dandasana. I like fists on the earth. Tilt your pelvic bowl forward, heart shines forward. Big breath in. Ankles flexed, soles of the feet pressing away. Huge breath in. Pour it all the way down into your root and into the floor. Exhale, release, and enjoy. Bring your hands to the outside of your thighs. Bring soles of the feet together. Come into butterfly pose. Hug heels in towards you and flap your butterfly wings. Move your chest out of the way with kindness. Tilt in your belly, shine your heart forward. 2 breaths here. Grow as tall as you can. Lengthen your spine. 1 more big breath with a huge exhale. Letting go of the sludge, the judgment, any shame you might be holding, blow it away. It gets in the way of the appreciation. Release ankles, stretch your legs long once again, move the flesh of your seat out of the way, bend left knee, hug your left knee in towards you with both hands. Rock on the sit bones, release the hip. Pick up your left foot, bring it to the outer right thigh. Right arm wraps in front, gives the left knee a huge hug, squeeze it in tight and send some love to your hip as you face forward. Left hand comes behind you, twist to the left, gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, grow tall, use your belly, massage your insides here. Another self-massage, twist or a self-massage. They're also spine lengtheners, a chance to grow tall, sit tall, stand tall. Pour the breath in. And as you hug that knee, connect with this feeling of appreciation, either for your knees and your hips and all the things they've done, or other parts of you in life, all the things you have done. None of us are defined by one thing. Untangle, counter twist to be kind, never rushing. Come back to center. Pick up left foot. Bring it back to inner right thigh, sole of the foot on the earth. Right hand will grab outer edge of the left foot. Extend left leg long. You will notice your IT band. Perhaps give it a massage of appreciation. Left hand comes behind, twist to the left once again. Press left sole of the foot into your hand and enjoy. Pause, breathe. We get to pause and breathe and appreciate and enjoy. Appreciate your IT band for all the things it has helped with over the years. I envision a lot. Bend left knee, lower foot to the floor. Twist back to center. Lower left knee to the floor. Find your sit bones. Drop right hand behind you. Twist to the right, gaze over right shoulder. Come back to center. Left hand is going to come behind left hip. Drop left knee to the floor. Right toes come to the left. Twist up into wild thing, whatever it looks like for you. Enjoy your hips, arch way back, wiggle fingers, roll wrists. Let it feel really good. Slowly lower hips. Extend your legs. Come back to center. Move the flesh of your seat out of the way. Hug right knee in towards you. Give it a big hug. Release your hip for a moment. Rock side to side on the hips. Pick up right ankle, pardon me. Bring it to the outer side of the left thigh. Left arm hugs left knee. Right knee, hugging it in as tight towards you as you can. And twist rightward. Gaze over the right shoulder. Massage your insides. Find your spine, connect with it, grow tall, lengthen. Yoga is about growing tall, standing tall, appreciating, noticing. It's a philosophy and physiology. Huge breath in, grow as tall as you can. Gaze over the right shoulder. Using your body and your mind to create shifts and change and feel good and be healthy. Counter twist, right arm embraces right knee, counter twist to the opposite side. Come back to center. Gently pick up right leg, bring it alongside the right inside of the left leg. It's not right, foot is on the right side. Left hand grabs outer edge of the right foot. Extend long. Say hello to your IT band. Place right hand behind you, twist right, and enjoy all the sensations. Some of you might want to use a strap for this. If you can't reach your foot, you can grab your outer calf. Do what works. A major intensive yogas do no harm. So anything that hurts, you shouldn't do. If it's a slight stretch, it's okay. The idea is if it's gonna hurt afterwards, bad idea, and back out. Bend right knee, sole of the foot comes into the inner left thigh. Knee is perpendicular. Find your sit bones. Twist to the left, enjoy your spine. Twist to the right. Right hand comes 18 inches behind your right hip. Left toes drop to the right. Shift your weight onto right knee. Lift up into wild thing and have a little fun. Bringing fun and lightness is also a way to get through stuck and heavy and angst, frustration, even hurt. We often tell ourselves stories about being unappreciated. Drop your hips, shift to the front. And they hurt us when other people are not intending to hurt us. Imagine that. Bend your knees, sweep them around behind, and come to hands and knees. You can bring your blocks to the top of your mat if you might want them. If you're a block person and or good fun. Hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. 5 equal pie shapes between fingers, press palms into the floor. Inhale, arch for cow. Exhale, round forward, suck your belly up, drop your head and neck into cat. Come back to tabletop. Lower forearms, come into puppy pose. Walk your elbows far in front, wiggle fingers far in front, lower forehead to the floor, and enjoy your armpits, shoulders. We use these a lot in mothering, depending on the age of your child. But we use them for hugs, we use them to lift things, to close trunks. Appreciating them. We get to appreciate ourselves rather than judge, which is our default as high achievers. Big breath into all the tight spots in the neck and shoulder. Perhaps wiggle your rear end like a tail and notice what happens. Third eye is on the earth, connecting deep into the earth. Slowly rise up to tabletop. Find your center. Right arm reaches to the sky, thread it between left hand and left foot. Come in to thread the needle, right ear lands on the earth and enjoy the shoulders. Extend left arm long in front. Enjoy. Notice here, twist it up like a pretzel. Life can still feel good. It's a bit of a metaphor for mothering and doctoring in this world today. We can take a pause for a moment and do things that feel good. We can appreciate what feels good. Bring left hand by your face, untangle, reach towards the sky, lower your hands to the floor. Inhale, cow. Enjoy your front belly. Appreciate your belly and your groin for all of its hard work. And round into cat. Suck your navel all the way up to the spine, head and neck lower to the floor. Switch sides for thread the needle. Raise left hand to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle through right arm and right knee. Stretch out right shoulder, extend left arm long, and enjoy. Let everything today feel good. Appreciating all the parts that stretch, that are there, that work. Shine your lens there rather than what you haven't done, what you think you don't do well. Letting go of this worthiness, enoughness, all that stuff. And focus on your strengths. Focus on who you would like to become, what you would like to bring more of, all the good parts of you. We focus on improving ourselves all the time, but what if we focus on what's good, what works? What feels good? This. Bring your right hand by your face, untangle. Reach left hand to the sky. Come back to tabletop. Walk hands forward, a hand print. And flip your hips up to downward dog. And let yourself enjoy this. Walk the dog, just like many of us do every day, or used to. Reach your sit bones to the sky. Press back as far as you can. Huge breath in. And out. Lift up your toes. Be on the ball of your foot. Notice the tiny shifts, yet big shifts. Lower toes. Lift up onto tiptoes. Hips will shoot back and up towards the sky. Press heels all the way to the sky. Sit bones reach towards the sky. Press into your hands. Reach back. Lower heels and enjoy the energy shifts. Pause in stillness. Let yourself enjoy. Shift your weight forward to plank and pause in the top of the push-up. Notice how it feels. If it would feel good to you, drop heels to the left and come into side plank. Reach your right arm to the sky. Roll your wrist. Draw right hand back. Heart open, rolls open. Appreciate whatever part of this you can do. If left knee needs to bend to the floor, do that. It feels good too. Come back to plank center. Drop heels to the right. Reach left hand to the sky into side plank. Stretch tall. Notice the magic of all these body parts working together. Come back to tabletop. Shift your weight forward. Lower down chaturanga to the floor. Whatever way works for you. Lower forehead to the floor. And pause. Notice the front body on the floor. A part of our bodies we rarely pay attention to. Enjoy and appreciate every nook and cranny. Untucking toes, tops of feet on the floor. Weight is out of your hands. Inhale, lift up, heart shines forward into low cobra. Enjoy your lower back. Big breath in. Curl toes. Press up to downward dog and pause here. Let your back settle, your legs settle. No rush. Notice 5 fingers on each hand, press palms flat, engage belly, raise left leg to the sky. Exhale, gently bring your left leg between your hands. We're going to come into Anjaneyasana or low lunge. Wiggle left toes forward. Grab your blocks if you have them. Rise up. If you don't have blocks, bring hands to left thigh. Reach crown of the head to the sky. If you have blocks, bring them under your shoulders, press fists into it, and slide your back knee back. Invite your right thigh to let go of all of the things it's carried. Invite softness. Invite release. Close eyes if you can. Envision yourself pouring the breath into that right leg, appreciating it for all of its help and support over the years. All the chairs it's sat in, all the babies it's lifted. My pediatrician self have used my hip flexors to lift many, many, many babies. Breathe into the front of the hip. Pour the breath down. Bathe it with oxygen, positivity, softness, forgiveness, all the things. A huge breath in and out. If it feels good, raise your arms to the sky. If it doesn't, leave them where they are. You'll notice a little shift. If it feels good, left thumb and middle finger grasp right wrist, tilts to the left, and enjoy the front of the right thigh. Come back to center. Release hands to the blocks. If you have blocks, walk them forward about 6 inches, curl your back toes, lift up into a low lunge. Walk your blocks forward a little. And invite the hip flexor here to release. If you don't have blocks, you can do this without blocks, hands are on the floor. Big breath. Hop the back foot forward about 12 inches, come into pyramid pose. Both legs are straight, jet line towards the front of the mat. Hands are on blocks, back is flat. Inhale, exhale, fold forward over your front leg, release the back of the front leg. And just enjoy the release. Send the breath. Thanking your hamstring for its help. Lift up front toes, lift up front ball mound if you can, and notice the back of the leg. Breathe. Lower the foot to the floor. Shift weight into the toes of the back foot. Weight comes into the front foot, onto your tippy toes. Lower back heel down. Notice and enjoy. Walk the blocks forward. If you have them, you can do this without blocks too. You'll lower your hands to the floor. Bend front knee, raise your right leg up to the sky, coming into a half splits, and we all have a different half splits. Your left leg is bouncing, kind of awkward. Roll right ankle in both directions. Notice the wobbles. Life's full of expected wobbles. We're supposed to wobble. Lower your back foot. You're going to bend your knee, bring it alongside the front foot. Come into a forward fold. If you have blocks, move them out of the way. Grasp your elbows, release, and forward fold. Sway your back. Big breath in. Release hands, reclasp them at your sacrum. Press fists to the sky. Allow your hands to fall forward. Release head and neck. Bend left knee straight right, twist to the right, and enjoy the front of the shoulders and your IT band. Bend right knee, twist to the left. Come back to center. Bend your knees really juicy. Sink your hips back. Hands will come back to the sacrum. Bring hands to heart center. Sink back into chair pose. Sitting in an imaginary chair. Lower hands to the floor, release. Inhale, reach your arms out and up towards the sky. Slight arch back, dirt hands forward in front. standing tall. And pause and notice how you feel. Let yourself enjoy it. Let all the positive feelings and sensations circulate into every cell. Allow yourself to receive them. Plenty of time. Many of us have trouble receiving. We're going to come into tree pose, hands still at heart center. Kickstand left heel into the right calf, slide left sole of the foot up to the calf. Not on your knee. If you want to come all the way up, you can. More is not better. My intention here is a very rooted, grounded tree. Trees are strong. They don't blow in the breeze. They do blow in the breeze, but they don't tip over. They're graceful and elegant despite their lumps and bumps. If you wish, reach your arms up, branches reaching to the sky, wiggle fingers. Breathe and enjoy. Bring hands back to heart center. Draw your knee in front. Lower your foot down, shake it out. Be especially kind to the right ankle, getting rid of any kinks or tightness. Root your right tree trunk down. Lift up all 5 toes, lower them down. Kickstand left heel. Slide your right foot up to the calf. Pause. Draw your knee back. Find your balance. Use your palms to help you press thumbs into sternum. Reach arms to the sky. Grow as tall as you can. Pause to enjoy here. Being the most elegant, graceful tree that's yours. It might be tippy today or tippier on one side. No judgment. Bring hands back to heart center. Draw your knee to the front. Lower your feet, shake it out. And pause for a moment, hands to heart, close eyes. Notice how you feel. Allowing yourself to receive. Many of us struggle to receive gifts, to receive compliments, to receive appreciation. And then we're frustrated that we don't feel appreciated. It's a practice for most of us. We were trained to be saviors and sacrificers and martyrs, and it's hard to receive and appreciate yourself. Many of us have a story that we shouldn't have to. But my invitation for this Mother's Day, whether you're a mother or not, let's learn to appreciate ourselves for exactly who we are, what we've done, all the amazing things we've done. Stop focusing on what we haven't. In my experience, this settling into who we are and what we have done is actually what helps us do more and what's next. It does not keep us stuck. It's not complacent. It's powerful. Huge breath in, a breath of power. Exhale, lower hands, reach them out and up towards the sky, slight arch back, hinge forward, forward fold. Grab your blocks if you have them. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Either way, step left leg back, come into low lunge on this side, use your blocks. Ensure your front toes move way far forward so your right knee is not in front of your ankle. Slide left knee back, come up into Anjaneyasana or low lunge. Invite your left hip to release. Pour the breath in. Heart shines forward. Crown of the head reaches up. You have a slight arch in your back, if that's okay for your back. Allow yourself to really enjoy this. Let it be juicy. If it works for your body, reach arms to the sky. If it works, right thumb and middle finger grab left wrist, Twist a smidge to the right, tilt, and you'll notice a big shift. Invite the softness. Allow yourself to let go of some of that judgment, frustration, resentment. Wish that things were different. We can wish softly. Create room to tuck in that appreciation and thankfulness as a soft buffer in this tight, tight, tight spot. Appreciate that hip for all of the children it's carried, chairs it sat in, nights it was up holding, crying things. Lower hands. Take a moment. Curl your back toes. Lift up to low lunge. You can walk the blocks forward if you have them, bend the front knee, and enjoy a different part of this hip flexor. The hips are very much the maternal female area, no matter what we choose to do with children or have them or not. It's also the creative center, an area of tension and tightness that most of us neglect to appreciate. Send the breath, give it time and space, no rush. When you're ready, pop that back foot forward, come into pyramid pose. Both legs are straight. You'll walk the blocks forward a little bit and embrace the hamstrings. Huge breath in, exhale, fold forward over the right leg. Invite the release. Invite the softening. Welcome in some appreciation, kindness, acknowledgement. Noticing while you're here, some things about yourself you would not want to change, some things you love, your specialties that bring beauty into this world. Maybe it's painting. Maybe it's block prints. Maybe it's running. Maybe it's teaching yoga. What is it that you bring to this world that no one else can? Appreciate that. And no one else can in the way that you do. I know you're all high achievers, so you will think, oh, there's nothing, but that's not true. The thing that's uniquely you, likely not all perfect, even then. Walk the blocks forward if you have them. Come into a half splits. Your hands can also be on the earth. Raise left leg to hip height and pause. No need to go higher. Higher is a lot better. Notice the wobbles in the right leg. Bend the knee or not. Enjoy it. Roll left ankle. In either direction. Lower left foot alongside the right. Widen your feet to the outer edge of the mat. Squat into yogi squat, which is one of the most maternal poses I know. Elbows into the knees, palms together. Allow your hips to sink down and low. Your heels may or may not touch the floor. It's anatomic, it's not a flexibility thing. Mine have never ever touched the floor in a squat. And likely never will. And that's okay. Close eyes here and connect into the pelvic region, our sacral area, the area of creativity, the area of passion, the area of what you might like to bring to this world. When we drop the need to be appreciated and acknowledged, and we begin to appreciate and acknowledge ourselves, this creativity center opens up. When we drop the judgment of ourselves and stop focusing on all that we are not, this region wakes up and becomes more of what you would like to be. Lower hands to the floor. Turn your toes to face front. Knees, heels will come straight back and you fold forward into a forward fold release. And slowly roll up inch by inch by inch by inch, as slowly as you can, unrolling your spine like pearls on a string. Stand tall. Pause and enjoy. Let the tingles percolate down to your toes. And just let yourself feel. Feel all the feelings. Enjoy that you can feel different. You can feel better. You can feel complete just as you are. And when you are ready, come to lie down on your mat. Knees can be bent and arrive on the earth. Notice your back on the floor this time. We were on our fronts before. And notice how you feel. Hug knees into your chest, hands come to the shins, rock and massage your spine. Come into a happy baby. Soles of the feet come to the ceiling, knees root towards the floor. Pelvic region opens, have a rock. Massage your spine again. Lots of ways of massaging our bodies, ourselves, that feel really good. Bring soles of the feet together, press heels towards your groin, opening up that sacral region once again. Enjoy your inner thighs here. Pause and breathe and notice. Release hands, lower feet to the floor, knees apart. Bring hand to heart, hand to belly, and pause in this most restorative pose. Pause and enjoy and appreciate yourself, which for many of us feels super awkward, but nobody's watching, nobody's listening. Taking a moment to appreciate all that you have brought to this world. Expressing gratitude for yourself and your efforts, the love and creativity and warmth and hugs and kisses and energy that you've brought to all the other humans in your life. Nothing bad will happen if we pause to appreciate the journey and appreciate all that we are rather than all that we are not. Even if it feels uncomfortable. You can stay here for Shavasana or bring hands to the outer edges of your thighs, drawing your knees together and stretch your legs long. Toes will fall to the outer edge of the mat, palms open to the sky. And allow yourself to sink in. A few moments here to rest, restore, rejuvenate, appreciate. Let your body do what it needs for itself. Let go of control of the breath. Let go of control of all of your muscles with intention. And allow the mat to hold you. Allow the earth to hold you and cradle you. Mother Earth, you get to have a loving, strong, and beautiful mother, no matter what your mother is or who she is, or how well she has been able to show up or not. Letting Mother Earth hold you here. Allow yourself to be mothered. Heal and rest for a moment. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Slowly start to wiggle fingers and toes. Take in a huge inhale and stretch in whatever way feels good to you. When you're ready, slowly make your way up to a comfortable seat. When you arrive, find your sit bones. Tilt your pelvic bowl forward. Grow your spine tall, sitting tall, full of pride, strength, authenticity, and appreciation for who you are and your journey, for all the things that you have brought to this world. Children, ideas, perhaps gardens, animals, programs. So many of us are mothers of so many things. And bring a hand to heart and another hand to top, sending yourself appreciation. In a moment to send your mother appreciation, recognizing that she brought many things to this world. She did the best that she could. I'm taking a moment to send appreciation to everyone here joining live today, all over the country, and for their role in all the things that they have birthed and created in this world, and accomplished and achieved. These classes are full of the most amazing badass women ever, including you. If that makes you uncomfortable, just believe me. You can borrow my belief. Taking a big, huge inhale right into the palm or surface of your bottom hand. Huge exhale, let it go. Thank you all so much for practicing with me this morning and in this space for the last 4 years and 2 months. The light in me honors, reflects, and appreciates the light in each and every one of you. May we all move forth, continuing to show up, shining our strengths, caring for ourselves, each other, and the world in the best way we know how. Namaste.